All right, so my name is Matt. I am a district sales manager for a publishing company here in the New York area. I love to spend time outside. I love all things cars, and I love to just explore everything New York and Long Island have to offer for us.
Hi, my name is Victor, and I am a district manager for an eyewear company in the New York area. And I too love exploring and traveling, going to new places, and I also love fashion. It is a ritual for me to put together an outfit in the morning. Matt and I have known each other for over 20 years. We met in freshman year of high school, so don't do the math on that. And we've been dating for 13 years.
Yeah, we just celebrated our 9th wedding anniversary, so next year is the big 10-year anniversary.
Years. Is that paper? No, I don't know what that
is.
It's baby. Yeah, it's baby. Hopefully it's baby. It's the baby anniversary. And we live out on Long Island, which is, I always say, it's like the backyard of New York City. And our parents, our families, our siblings all live kind of locally to us on Long Island and are all very excited and enthusiastic about a grandchild or a niece and nephew.
I think at this point, I can't have a conversation with any of my family members not asking for the baby update, to the point where I'm like, it's coming, just give it some time and let us do our thing. But yeah, they're very excited. My niece and nephew every day are like, when do I get a cousin? When do I get a cousin? So it's super exciting. Everybody is super supportive and eager for our next step.
And it's interesting because I'm adopted myself, and when Matt and I first started dating and first started to think about, okay, we're going to get married, how are we going to create a family? There was never kind of a question, about even creating a family. We both knew we wanted to create a family, and how we would go about creating that family. Adoption was always the way that we were going to go. Being adopted myself, I feel like it's my way to pay it forward. I also, had a great childhood. I couldn't imagine my life being any other way. And being adopted was a formative part of my childhood and of who I am as a person.
I come from a large family, just like Victor does, and my dad's brother, his 3 children are adopted. They each have adopted children, so it's it's just part of life for us. There has been no question of adoption. It was never a taboo subject in our lives. It was always just what it was. It was another way for a family to create a family. So it's exciting to be taking this next step.
And I think what's interesting is adoption, to Matt's point, was never a taboo subject for us. I always jokingly say one of my first few words was adoption. I say it was car, dada, and adoption.
Your poor mom.
Well, mama was in there too, but mama's harder to say sometimes. And I think that I even wrote my college entrance essay was even about adoption for admittance to college. So yeah, I think our child will grow up knowing about their adoption. I'm excited for an open adoption and having those visits, whether in person or virtually, and of explaining and helping our child to understand the beauty of adoption.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge part of their life. It's going to be their starting point of their story of how they got to our family. So for sure, it's going to be intertwined into their daily conversation and upbringing.
Yeah, and we already are looking at books and movies and music and not only to help our child better understand adoption, but to also give them a diverse worldview. We have the added benefit to being in the backyard of New York City out on Long Island. So we have that suburb life with the parks and the backyard and being able to play in the street and stuff like that. But we also have New York City, which we go to frequently with its, cultural melting pot, with its, museums and restaurants and all these different things that will show our child, the spectrum of life that's out there in the world, which is really exciting for us.
They'll be spending the day at the beach during the week, and then the weekend they'll be visiting a museum. And the next day maybe out in the North Fork picking apples. So there's a diverse group of people and a diverse group of things to do. We wanted to finish by saying thank you for considering us for adoption, and we can't thank you enough for this selfless act, and we're so excited to grow our family and have an open adoption with whoever selects us and bring a child to all these great things New York has to offer for them.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. But I feel like
not
thank
big
you's not
enough.
enough. It truly is the most selfless act to give a child up for adoption. And I know, or I don't know actually, what that feels like and what those series of feelings must be. But it's true. Thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for this selfless act that you are doing. And thank you for considering us to raise your child.